Oh!
Walk much?
Oh, I just wanted to say that one of the most common causes for a fall, people over 50 like myself, is simply because of ankle problems.
Yes, and more specifically, one ankle motion can be the main culprit for falls like this.
But the good news for you is you can actually, we're going to actually show them a way to test it and how to stretch it out so you can correct this problem.
And this video doesn't get good views, Brad can always be a stuntman in Hollywood.
There you go. Yeah, it wasn't bad, was it?
No, pretty good.
Bob and Brad, the two most famous physical therapists on the internet.
I'm Brad.
I'm Mike, and behind the scenes we have Bob, and together we are the most famous physical therapy team on the internet.
In our opinion, of course, Mike. Let's get on with this show.
So we're actually going to go through a range of ways to test for tight ankles and also some exercises and stretches you can do so you can not fall as often.
Right. So in a seated chair, you're going to find out if your ankle lacks dorsiflexion. You'll see what that is in a second. There's 3 ways to test it, 2 active and 1 passive. The first one, sit in a chair with your knees bent at 90 degrees like we are here. Have a pair of shoes on. It works better, I think. And we're going to just simply pull up our toes with our heels on the floor as much as we can. Now, if you look at this, I cannot pull my right ankle up far as my left one. So I'm lacking range of motion. That tests the soleus, a deep muscle in there. There's another muscle that could be causing a problem, and you're going to do that in a long seated position, which is what Mike is in right now. And you put your feet together and you simply pull up. Now, if we look at this, we've got a lack of range of motion again in the right ankle, and that's what we have. If normally we should go equal, but Mike's actually going to pretend he's got a tight ankle like that. So in my case, both sides, the right ankle does not pull up as far, and that's where you have the problem when you walk, and that toe can catch because you're not able to pull it up so that it has a swing through without interference of the floor or stick or whatever. Now we need to find out if the tissues, the muscles can be stretched so that you eliminate that problem. And you simply do that by using the wall, and you take a ruler. This is called what? The
5-inch wall test.
Right. Actually, I looked it up, and it said the 10 to 12 centimeters. I think that's the same as 5.
I'm more of an inch person.
There you go. It doesn't really matter, but what we're going to do, because it still tests for the same thing, you put your toe till it's about 5 inches away from the wall, heel flat, and see if you can touch your knee to the wall.
Now, Brad's cheating really bad because he's rotating his hips out to the side, so he's a cheater.
Yeah, my heel's starting to come up, so that ankle is a little tight compared to that test. And if I go with my right ankle, and if things are consistent with the other test, you're probably going to find that the distance between the wall and the kneecap is even farther on the tighter ankle. And that means we need to stretch those tissues out, or that muscle out, by using a simple stretch. We'll get into that in a second. So you can simply see if and you'll notice that after you do all 3 tests, and you can say, oh, I never noticed that ankle did not move as well as before. So we're going to get after it and correct it. All right, 3 good aggressive options to stretch out those muscles and that Achilles tendon. The first one is simply use the wall. It's kind of like the test that we did with the foot 5 inches away, but we're going to go further away, toe straight towards the wall, heel glued to the floor. In other words, don't let it come up, flatten it out, not like this, but like this. And I'm going to lean with a straight knee and stretch. And we're going to relax and breathe and hold that for 15 to 30 seconds and do that. And you're actually going to stretch both ankles, even though one of them is probably tighter than the other, because we want to keep the other one from getting tight as well. And then after you do one with a straight knee, then bend the knee. And you're going to feel a little bit different stretch. It's because it's working that soleus. It's a deep muscle that's in closer to that tibia bone. And you're going to hold that 15 to 30 seconds. Do that 2 to 3 times on each leg, and that'll give you a nice stretch. Now, there's another option, and you can try all these, see which one works best for you. You may want to combine it using the steps.
So all 3 of these stretch the calves, like Brad kind of mentioned. Just pick your favorite one. I feel like this is more aggressive than the wall stretch. You go to the end of a step, hold on, and you're going to get your forefoot on the step yet, but then drop your heels down. You're going to feel a good stretch. Make sure to keep straight knees with this, and gravity is just going to pull down, and you're going to feel a really good stretch. Hold it for like 30 seconds. If you notice one side's tighter than the other and that's limiting your tight side or your good side, you could do this individually, but just be aware it's much more aggressive because all your body weight is going through one calf muscle now.
Right. And I highly recommend doing this with a pair of shoes on, maybe with rubber soles so that it actually grips to the steps. Actually, carpeted stairs don't work as well, but you can try it.
The knee bent stretch doesn't work as well on the stairs like this. This is better just to work your gastrocnemius.
There is one other option I want to mention is if you get an incline board like this, you can purchase them. They're not too expensive. They're about 20 degrees. And these work so well because they're effortless. You just simply stand on them, and they're really comfortable compared to that going off the edge of the step, in my opinion. And it's less work than going on the wall stretch. So you can build them, actually. I made this one. We have a YouTube video on how to make an ankle stretch board if you're handy dandy. Otherwise, you don't need to have one. Now let's go to after you stretch like this 2 to 3 times per day for a week. That should be enough to loosen that ankle up. You can retest again, but you should find some improvement. Now we need to strengthen the muscle that pulls the toe up to dorsiflexion and clear that foot as we swing through, eliminating the trips. This is one of the things I like to do. Simply lean up against the wall. It's an easy, kind of a lazy exercise, but it works good. And I'm just simply going to go up like this and compare one to the other one. If you're going like this, my right foot's a little lacking, so I'm going to work that one a little bit more. And we're going to get 5 to 10 steps like that. Mike, do you got another option?
If this becomes too easy for you, just bring your feet further away from the wall.
Ooh,
Typically with this, we want to get 30 repetitions total and take your time slowly with it. If you struggle with this, you may be cheating by kind of bending your knees. I've noticed that in some people, meaning myself, when I first started this exercise. So it's just a good way to kind of do it. There's more advanced ways to strengthen this, but for most people that are older population, this is a good option, and this is probably all they really need.
That's right. There is one other thing you can do that's going to help your balance. Oops, I almost tripped on my toe there.
Again?
Yeah, again. Is simply get a stick, a cane, or hold on to the wall, cupboard, and we're going to actually just work pulling up like this, and I'm working my balance now. So you get a little balance activity along with the strengthening. And actually, if you want to try to walk on your heels, it can give some good isometric strengthening to those anterior tib muscles right there. Use good judgment with that one. That's optional if you feel like you want to be a little more advanced because you hike a lot and uneven terrain, etc.
I would even add you could do calf raises with those as well. So you could go back.
Please demonstrate.
We call this heel to toe rocking, but if you go backwards and then up on your toes, because now you're actually strengthening both directions. Hold on to support, because a lot of people, if you feel unsteady at all, you feel like they're going to tip backwards. So just make sure to have good posture, keep your trunk upright. Most times I see people cheating, they start doing this weird thing like that and get their hips involved. So
well, I don't call it cheating, Mike. I refer to it as compensating.
Oh, they compensate.
People feel a lot better if you say you're compensating than they're cheating.
I call them cheaters, and they usually laugh a little bit.
That's why your patients don't like you.
Yeah, probably.
All
anyway.
Right. Let's get serious. Let's finish up. Now, let's go to this other video. This one's a nice video because it actually has a PDF printout of the exercise that goes along with it, which is a big bonus. What is it?
So 25-second balance exercises to help stop falls. So if you're still struggling with falls, you checked your ankle motion. It's good. They're strong. They move well. Check this video out because maybe the issue you have presides in that video.
That's right. Please print out the exercise and mail it to family members as well.
Tell them they're doing it wrong.
Oh, Mike. Have a good day. Enjoy the day.
Bob and Brad.